We'll just do a little gentle stretch, get into the morning. So let's keep your legs, ankles crossed, knees out wide. We'll sit up tall, hands on the laps. You can close your eyes, sit up tall, lift your chest. Notice your breath. And then bring your hands into the heart. We'll press the palms together, start to rub the palms together. And start to stimulate the knuckles, fingers, different parts of the brain. And slowly press the palms together with the heart. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale it out. And another big inhale through the nose all the way to the top. Hold breath. And exhale it out. And one more like that. Nice big inhale through the nose all the way to the top. Suspend your breath. And exhale, release. And from here, let's release the hands down to the knees. We're going to keep your left shin in front and send the right shin back. So we're going to make kind of like a 90-90 in your legs. So thigh and the shin, and the thigh comes out to the side and the shin might feel a little bit awkward. So just take a couple moments to just notice how the hips feel. From here, we're going to frame that left foot. We're going to bend your chest up over the left knee. And press back up. And send the chest forward. And come back up. And chest comes back forward. Good. This time when we come back up, we're going to frame that left knee with your hands. You can use the hands for a little bit more pressure if you feel any kind of tension in that right hip, which you probably will. And as you keep the right knee down, we're going to lift the right foot up, internally rotating that hip. It's not going to look like much, but it'll feel like a lot. And lower the foot back down. Good. Lift that right foot back up. And foot back down. Bring that foot back up. And foot back down. One more. Bring that foot up. And foot back down. This time we're going to roll over the left hip. Bring that right shin in front of the left. Keeping a lot of distance between the shins and the hips. We'll start to fold it forward. Bring your hands down to the mat. Just feel a stretch along that outer edge of that right hip. Start to press yourself back up. This time keeping the right shin in front. We'll send the left shin towards the side. Going to come to that same little box shape with the legs. We're making a 90 degree with that knee, 90 with that knee. Take a couple moments just to start to feel it into the hips. And as we start to square over the right leg, we'll start to send the chest over the right knee. Press back up. And send it forward. Press back up. And bend it forward. And press back up. This time keeping your hands on the mat if you need to, but trying to keep the chest up. We'll start to internally rotate that left hip, lifting the left foot, and left foot down. Left foot back up, left foot down. Left foot back up, left foot down, and foot back up. Bring that foot down. This time we're going to bring that left shin in front of the right. Keeping a lot of distance between the hips and the knees. We'll start to bend it forward again. Finding that same outer hip stretch. Now start to press yourself back up. This time let's roll over the knees and we'll come to a tabletop middle of the mat. As we get there, we'll start to ground the palms into the mat, spread the fingers wide. We'll do a couple rounds of cat-cow just to start to warm into the spine. So inhale, drop the belly and the gaze and the tailbone. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up. And exhale, round the spine. Good. We've got a few more moments here. Just balance it out with your breath. Inhaling and exhale. Cat and cow. And let's come to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to send the right foot to the back of the mat. We're going to send your left foot back to meet it, plank position, top and push up. And from here, let's hug that right foot up off the mat. And we're going to step that right foot to the outer edge of the right hand. Keep your left knee lifted. You can come up on the fingertips if you need to. Try and lift the chest up. Keep that left leg long. A little bit of a lizard lunge here. And we'll plant the hands back into the mat. Send your right foot to the back of the mat, plank position. And this time left foot hovers up. And step the left foot to the outer edge of the left hand. Maybe come to fingertips or a block. As you keep the chest lifted, drop the hips. We're going to keep that right knee lifted. We won't be here for too long. And from here, we'll plant the hands on the mat. Send your left foot back to meet the right, plank position, top of push-up. And from here, lower down to the forearms. Forearm plank, couple breaths. And once we get there, you can stay stable here. If you want to lower the knees down, that's fine as well. If not, we're keeping the knees long. We're knees lifted. Hips up as high as the shoulders. And we got 2 more breaths. And lower the hips down to the mat, Sphinx pose, drag the abdomen forward as the forearms go forward as well. And from here, let's start to come to the knees. We'll sit the hips back towards the heels, knees wide, child's pose, couple breaths. Once we get there, you can start to snuggle the sit bones down near the heels. Forehead down to the mat. You can soften your elbows, soften your forearms, shoulders a little bit softer as well. And from here, we're going to start to ground a little bit deeper into that left hand. Lift the palm up. We're going to send the right arm under the left. Thread the needle towards the left. Now we'll send the right arm back forward. This time we'll do the other side. So left arm snuggles under the right shoulder, or right armpit. As your left temple or the left cheek comes down to the mat. And start to find a little bit more length along the right side of your body. And start to send that left arm back towards the front of the room. As you get there, we'll start to lift back up through a tabletop. And from here, let's tuck the toes, lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. And first one in the morning, pedal out, bend the knees, bend the heels. And reach out long through both outer edges of the arms as you soften your neck and your shoulders. And from here, let's inhale forward to plank, top to push-up. And once we get there, we'll take another big inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up, down dog. Good, inhale back forward to plank, top to push-up. And exhale, downward dog. Good, inhale forward to plank, top to push-up. This time I'll lower your knees, your chest, your chin, your belly, everything down to the mat. And take a baby cobra, untuck the toes, lift the chest up. And exhale, forehead down. Good, inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, forehead down. Good, one more, inhale the chest up. And exhale, forehead down. Good, from here we'll tuck the toes, press right up to plank, top to push-up. And hips up, downward dog. Good, this time let's all inhale forward to plank, top to push-up. And keeping your chest forward, equal weight in both hands, we're going to roll the outside edge of the right foot, inside edge of the left. Good, come back to neutral. And other side. Good, inhale to neutral. Other side. Good, side to side with the hips. A few more times. Starting to warm up the mid-body, sides of the waist. Trying to keep your chest as square to the front of the mat as you can. And let's come back to the middle. And on the exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga, elbows tight with the ribs. On the inhale, upward dog, hold the heart forward. And exhale over the toes, downward dog. Yeah, from here, let's inhale the right leg up. And on the exhale, the right foot comes between the hands. We'll lower down to the left knee, untuck the toes, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Good, so lifting the arms up, softening the neck, softening the shoulders. Yeah, from here, right forearm to the right thigh, bend towards the right, left arm lifts up. And inhale both arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. We'll tuck the left toes, left knee up off the mat. We'll keep your left hand grounded, right arm reaches up, twist to the right. And right hand to the mat. right, forward fold, front of the mat. Good, let's inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Good, halfway up on the inhale. Now on the exhale, plant the hands, step your feet to the back of the mat, so in position, top to push up. Now on the exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. On the inhale, you pull your heart forward, upward dog. Exhale, over the toes, downward dog. Good, this time let's inhale the left leg up. And exhale, left foot between the hands. Right knee to the mat, untuck the toes, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And left forearm, left thigh, bend towards the left, right arm, left side. And just inhale, both arms up. And on the exhale, hands to the mat, we'll tuck the back toes, right knee up off the mat. As you keep that right hand grounded, left arm reaches up, twist to the left. And left hand to the mat, we'll hop your right foot forward to meet the left, forward fold, front of the mat. Good, let's come up halfway on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Good, halfway up on the inhale. And on the exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, top to push up. And the exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Good, inhale the heart forward, upward dog. Exhale over the toes, hips up, downward dog. Yeah, from here, let's all inhale forward to plank, top to push up. And once we get there, bring that right foot up off the mat. Good, right knee, right tricep. Good, inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Good, one more time, extend it out. Exhale, right foot steps to the outside edge of the right hand. Good, taking that high lizard lunge once again. This time we're going to keep that left hand on the mat. As you roll to the outside edge of the left foot, send that right foot back to meet the left side plank, Paschimottanasana. And right hand to the mat, plank position, top to push up. Good, this time we're going to hover the left foot up off the mat. And crunch it in, left knee, left tricep. Good, inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Good, inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Place that left foot on the mat, lizard lunge, couple breaths. As you get a little bit stronger in the legs, you lift the chest forward. And this time we'll ground that right hand in the mat, roll the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot stacks on top of the right, Paschimottanasana, side plank. And left hand to the mat, lower it down halfway, chaturanga. Good, inhale the heart forward, upward dog. Exhale over the toes, downward dog. Good, from here let's inhale the right leg up. And on the exhale, right foot steps between the hands. Lower down to the left knee, untuck the toes, arms up, Anjaneyasana. This time we're going to bring the hands to the hips. We're going to kickstand that left foot towards the right side of the mat. Open the arms up, little mini warrior two. Good, so keeping that bend in the right knees to keep the hips square. And we'll flip the front palm, reverse warrior, left hand down to the mat, and straighten out the right leg. Stretch out the whole right side of the body. And we'll come back to this little mini warrior two. Stay for another inhale. And on the exhale, hands to the mat, we'll tuck the toes, left foot meets the right, point position, top to push up. And lower down for chaturanga. Good, inhale the heart forward. Exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Good, this time left leg up. And left foot between the hands. Right knee to the mat, untuck the toes, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And from here, hands to hips, we'll kickstand that right foot towards the left. Extend the arms out towards the sides of the mini warrior two. And flip the front palm, reverse warrior, bring the right hand to the mat. Start to straighten out that left leg, reach towards the back of the room. And let's come back through this little mini warrior two. Yeah, we'll stay for one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. We'll send your left foot back to meet the right, plank position, top of push-up. And take a vinyasa or meet in downward dog. From here, let's find yourself seated in the middle of the mat, however you want to do it. Lower down to the knees, maybe swing the legs through. And once we get there, bring your feet flat on the mat, knees up. We'll bring the arms forward, palms up. And we'll slowly tuck the chin, roll one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the mat. And once we get there, we'll bring the knees up in towards the chest. And just lower the left foot down to the mat, cross your right ankle over the left. And you can grab the back edge of the left thigh or the front of the left shin for a reclined pigeon. And once you find this position, try to get your whole spine in the earth. Make sure the bottom of your tailbone is grounded too. And we're going to keep your right ankle crossed over the left thigh as you let that left foot hit the mat. We're going to allow your knees to fall over toward the right, keeping that cross in the ankle over the left thigh. So you're going to find a stretch on the whole left side of your body. You can cactus out the arms, maybe tee them out, or just lift them up over your head. Feel kind of nice. We're mostly looking for length more than a twist at this point. And we'll start to lift the knees back up, come across the feet, knees towards the chest. And this time, right foot down to the mat, left ankle up over the right thigh. We'll take a moment to open up that left hip. And grab the back of the right thigh or the front of the right shin and bring that knee in towards the chest. Take a reclined pigeon on this side. So if you have the lock on the back of the thigh or the front of the shin, you can use your elbow against the inner edge of the left knee to open up that hip a little bit more. Maybe a couple side-to-sides in the low back. Maybe lift up the tailbone a couple times, find a little bit more space on the bottom of the spine. And from here, let's release the right foot down to the mat. We're going to knock your knees over towards the left this time. Arms can tee out, maybe cactus the elbows, or just lift the arms up overhead. And we'll start to bring the knees back up. This time we're going to keep the feet flat on the mat. Make sure you can feel the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Pressing the palms into the mat, we'll start to lift the hips up, bridge pose. So either keep the shoulder blades snuggled under and grab the hands under the low back, or to keep the palms flat, just utilize the tops of the thighs for most of the energy, keeping the whole foot in the mat. And you start to slow your breathing, you watch your belly rise and fall with your inhales and exhales. And release hips back down to the mat, couple side to sides with the knees. Just kind of neutralizing out the low spine. And we'll take another back bend of your choice. You can take bridge pose once again. You're keeping the hands flat on the mat, lifting the hips up. If you got a block, want to place it under the low back or something a little bit more restorative, that feels kind of nice as well. Either way, just taking nice full conscious breaths. Full inhales, full exhales. And let's release the block from below the back. And from here, we'll hug the knees up in towards the chest, a couple of side to sides on the low back, just massaging out the low sacrum. And from here, we'll grab the back edge of the thighs, we'll rock and roll up and length the spine a few times. And eventually meeting in a seat, middle of the mat. Cross up the ankles, knees out wide, and bring the hands down to the knees or into the lap. few moments here just to settle out your practice.